T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm going to be reviewing the Playmates Classic 1984 Voltron Legendary Lions. If you didn't know, all 5 of these lions combine to form one robot named Voltron. Using some cost-cutting magic, Playmates were able to get us these really detailed, really big lions. Like, they feel like you're getting more than you get with a current day deluxe class Transformers, which is around the same price as these guys, which is crazy. There's not as much engineering going into them, so I can give Transformers a pass with that, but they're still really good. One thing I just realized about these guys, they all have the color red. That's what unifies them, and that's probably what makes them look good when they're fully formed. This one and this one has the yellow tail, and this one has gold eyes. They all have yellow eyes except the yellow lion, who has blue eyes. Every lion except the black lion has a spring-loaded mouth. The yellow and blue lion has a molded-in missile in the mouth. The black lion, unless the face comes down when you open the mouth, you have to make sure the face is up. The black lion has a molded-in missile right there, but it's silver. And the red and green ones don't have anything molded in there at all. They should, but they don't. The yellow lion and the black lion have a movable piece of anatomy. Like, this is like some sort of missile launcher right there. That the other figures don't have that piece of anatomy movement. Like, this one has the wings technically. When it's in lion mode, it's supposed to stay like that, but you can unfold these if you want and give the black lion wings. But of course they'll look ugly because I said cost-cutting measures right there. On this side they don't have that hollowness, but on this side they do. All the limb lines pretty much have the same articulation in their limbs. Their legs go up like this, and the forelegs go up like that. And they have these feet that move like that. Exact same thing on the leg lions. Things that are different, this head just rotates on a ratchet, and it has this ratchet in the front and bends right there. The tail is also different. It's a really pliable plastic on both of the arm lions, so you can rotate that to be in whatever direction you want. The leg lions just have a solid plastic tail right there, and their heads have the best articulation because you can do it up like this. The blue lion can actually bend the head all the way down, which is cool, and they can have their heads down like that. So, and they kind of pivot right there due to the ankle pivot they tried to give it in combined mode. So you have that. No type of waist joint and no outward movement on the legs. That would have been really nice if they gave us outward movement, but like I said, cost cutting. We can't get Solar Chogokin here with these. As you can see here, all of the limb lines can get into a seated position due to their articulation, but these lines are always looking up because their necks don't point down like these two do. So these two are the best, and I really like the blue lion the most because the blue lion has the most variation in color. I really like it. But as you can see, they did try to put a lot of paint apps on the things. We didn't get things like the number details, like they usually have numbers right there on their backs. They didn't give us that, but it does have enough paint and detail on there where you don't feel like it's just a solid piece of unpainted plastic. Not saying they're painted the best. Only thing I would have liked more is if they would have painted the arms silver like they have on the packaging. The black lion has good articulation in its neck. It can go up and down. It can rotate right here and come down like that. And the mouth isn't spring-loaded, so you can leave it open in a threatening pose, unlike the other ones. So that's cool. These arms can go forward that much and come back that much. Bend here and bend there. The legs can't go forward, so it can't get into a sitting pose really. But it does have outward moving legs right there. It would have been nice if it had ankle pivot to accommodate a pose like that, but it can't. It has this swivel right there, a knee right here, a knee right there, and the toe joint right there. No waist. I wish it had a waist, but it doesn't. Features he has, if you have this turned on right there, you can push this
laser blades
and get some sounds.
We will defend this planet. Lotor, your evil forces will never defeat us.
That actually lights up, but you can't really see it in this mode right here.
Hagar's Robeast is about to have a bad day.
One thing I love about this set is each one of the lions come with 3 of their signature weapons. Soul of Chogokin came with these weapons, but they didn't give them their own individual paint. I don't know if that's accurate to the cartoon. It's been a minute. But you could tell which lion they go to due to the paint. Like this would be all yellow. It's green on each piece, blue on each piece, and red on each piece. Some of them have other characters' color, like yellow, but you still know which one goes to who. They all have like a missile launching weapon, and cut costing measures, it's only 1 missile, even though they made it look like 2 here, 3 there, 3 here. They all launch together, and they launch very good. This looks like it rotates. It doesn't. You just push it. And what else? This one. This looks like that would crank, but you just push this. So I like them. That's cool. That's strong. These 2 weapons are very similar, but you can't mix them up because they put this little plastic piece in a different angle. So you can't mix up who goes to who. So you know that this goes back with the red lion, and you know that this goes back with the blue lion. So that's cool. Each of the non-blade weapons has this little plug right there. You just plug that into the side of the lion's arm, pretty much like this. And I don't know exactly where these should go on the lion, so, and I'm not going to do research on it because I don't really care. I put them where I want. They plug in nice and tight. That is awesome right there. I love it. Here's the other weapon. The bladed weapons that they come with just go, this little peg goes up into the roof of the mouth, and the lower jaw holds onto it. Every single lion does that. Here's the blue lion all armed up. They even painted that dot in the head. That is awesome. But there you go, all armed up. Yellow lion. I like how all their weapons are completely unique. And here is the green lion with its weapons on. One of my main gripes with this set is all of them come with their weapons, but the black lion doesn't. So the black lion got shortchanged, and that is unfortunate. Those lights and sounds couldn't have cost that much that they couldn't give the black lion weapons. I will admit, though, that the black lion is quite a few pounds heavier than these other lions.
Voltron.
That's what we're gonna do. But they all look good and have enough engineering to make them do what they need to do. They're very hollow, and I'm not gonna say they're hollow. They feel durable, but they are nowhere near as heavy as this guy. And this guy does have silver paint on the waist. I wish we got that same silver paint on the arms. Now for the transformations. Now, I'm not going to reach my under 10-minute goal, but that's okay. Some people take as long as it's taking me to review all of these lions with one lion in it. And that's just freaking nuts. Ta-da! Same thing. The arm lions. Same way you transform the other ones. Transform these. Shove the tail up into their backside right there as far as you can get it. It kind of like the inside comes in to there. If you grab that and pull it, you can get this as far in as you possibly can get it, if you don't like it even hanging out that far. But do the same thing with the green lion. Black lion, take these, bring them up, and they peg together when you have them like that. Put it like this. Go ahead and open this door, shove the four limbs up into there, shut that, and rotate them into this orientation, and basically stretch the legs out like that. These wings rest right there. Bring up the tail. Same thing it's been doing for over 30 years. Bring this down, bring the face down, and open these ears right there. Isn't that lovely and cool? Just like with the Netflix Legendary Lions, if you have the electronics turned on the Black Lion, when you shove this foot into that cavity in the back of the Lions, you'll get individual sounds.
Coming in.
And you hear that's Princess Allura.
Yellow lion, leaping into action.
The arm lions, if you wondered and you didn't watch another review, you can't mix and match because these are specifically keyed to go in a specific side.
Come on, team. Let's get out of here, fat. I'm with you, Keith. That's my right-hand man.
That is one of my favorite stupid things.
Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlocks. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Form feet and legs. Form arms and body. And I'll form the head. Go Voltron! We're ready.
All of that is cool, and normally you have to push this button.
Form arms and body. Form arms and body.
But you see this?
Form arms and body.
This thing does not register sometimes that the arms are actually connected.
Ready to
And when you
form
move them,
Voltron.
it thinks you're
Activate
disconnecting
interlock.
them.
Dynatherms
And
connected.
I don't feel like hearing all of this.
Up.
And now that it's back on, you should be able to,
Form arms and body.
see, it's a problem
Form
sometimes.
arms.
I'm gonna pause this. Okay, now let's try.
Form arms and body.
Yeah, it never gets this screwy usually.
Form arms
Like, wow.
and body.
So that's a problem I'm having. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I've been owning it for a while, and it's been talking. When you combine it, it says new phrases that it doesn't say in its separated mode. But now all it wants to say is this.
And body.
It's like the thing constantly thought, or would just randomly, if you shake too hard, it thinks you're taking the thing out and reconnecting it, and then it'll go through all this again.
Ready to form
Which we aren't
Voltron.
going to listen to
Activate
again.
interlock.
So, yeah, shut up, you. But it looks good. It looks like Voltron should look, or you would want Voltron to look. Only thing I would want more is that silver, like I said here. And the only other complaints I have is some of the articulation. The other Voltron had bicep swivel up here. This has a forearm swivel. That is totally freaking useless. Like, they should have had that swivel right here, because this is useless, especially since the heads can rotate. So you don't need to, if this rotated, all you would need to do is rotate this for the wrist rotation. You don't need this swivel right there, unless you want to have that aiming forward, and you don't want to see the legs. So, yeah, the arms can go out that much. I mean, this isn't a strong ratchet right there, unfortunately. The arms can go backwards, but that's all you get in the wrist. Like I said, no waist. The hips go out that much. Rotation goes out that far because of the electronics and comes in that much. The knee bends here, but then it has a double jointed knee, which is awesome. A little bit of ankle pivot, and the toes can go down and up, as you know. And you can adjust this to be heel spur. And one thing the other Voltron didn't have that I'm happy that they have on this one, besides the ability to look up and look down, it can rotate the head. But that comes up with the little teeth showing, which looks a little bit weird. But Solar Chogokin does the same thing. I mean, maybe if they had something that a rotating disc so that this could turn without that being exposed, that would be good. Oh yeah, one more piece of articulation for me to complain about. This, instead of this disc rotating on the inside, you have to rotate the whole chest panel, which breaks up the look. And that is unfortunate. Now, I said they all came with 3 weapons, the limb lines, but the red and green lines, since they're smaller, they came with other weapons for Voltron, like this shield. Right there, you put it in the mouth the same way. Scoop that into there. And there you go. But it can only block from the side, because the arm can only come in that much due to the way this angles in. And I don't know, the main thing that kills this robot mode, I love it, but not having that bicep swivel right there. That bicep swivel would make me forget about the fact that this doesn't have a waist on top of not having a bicep swivel. So yeah, those are the two downsides of cost cutting. And here is the blazing sword, which should have a painted hilt, but it's just regular gray unpainted plastic. Oh boy, that's another unfortunate cost cutting measure that they did right there. But here he is, all armed up. Let's see if I can get him into a pose. Here is a decent enough pose. Like I said, that bicep swivel hinders things. It's like they giveth and they taketh away. But it's still good regardless. You can like have them hung up on a wall or something in a good decent pose. Size comparison, as you can see, he's smaller than the Titan class Devastator. And of course it's going to be smaller than Metroplex, because Metroplex is taller than Devastator. In reality, if they were real things, Trypticon would be fiercely, or just humongously bigger than Voltron. But here you go, if you wanted to set that up on your shelf somewhere. But Trypticon is gigantic, as you can see right here. Everything that I complained about, those are nitpicks and complaints that I have with this figure. Other than that, it's a nice little adorable thing that would be great for kids. It's good for like nostalgic collectors, but it's not perfect. It's just friggin' adequate, to be honest. The legs are awesome, but the arms and upper torso articulation is bad. The neck is good. Let's show him definitely from the back. Since I forgot to show that. All the screw holes are back here. But one more thing for me to show off so I can end this stupid thing. Yeah. And that, I don't know what's up with that. But you can pull this.
Come on, team. I'm going outside and seeing how close they are.
And do that.
That was some great... Come on, team. Let's get out of here fast.
The first version, or the Netflix version, was tough. You didn't have a button to take them off on. And to get these off, you push that in.
That was some great teamwork.
And pull that out.
United we stand.
So, there you are. This is an awesome set. If you can find it anymore, because they pulled it off of shelves very quick. That's pretty much one of the reasons why I have it, because it's on clearance. So, I like it, and I'm happy with my purchase, especially on clearance. Anyway, if you like this video, let me know by liking the video. Tell me in the comments. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click